President Zuma referred the Fica Amendment Bill back to the National Assembly. The president said, and I quote, "After consideration of the bill and having applied my mind to it, I am of the view that certain provisions of the bill do not pass constitutional muster. I have therefore referred the bill to the National Assembly for reconsiderations for the reasons set out to the Speaker of the National Assembly." The president specifically raised concerns with the provisions of the bill relating to warrantless searches. Zuma says the provisions fall short of the constitutional standard required not to unjustifiably limit the right to privacy. The president further says he is of the view that even though the purpose of the bill is important and pressing, all the provisions of the bill must be in line with the Constitution. President Zuma, as they felt it would give dangerous power in the hands of banks.
Nothing in this country should be in accordance with international standards when it contravenes the national standards. That should be the fundamental
you mean the Constitution,
the Constitution of the country.
Yeah,
we cannot have any bill to please the international community, the international banking sector, and whoever internationally when he's actually taking away the rights of the citizens of this country. It's not only the accounts closed. That's another thing that people are making a mistake. If a bank decides to close my bank account, it's not a major thing. But if the bank goes and dig into my personal and business affairs and expose them to public and rivals in business, actually, it's not only compromising me having a bank account running, it compromises issues of security of my business, myself and my family.
Mr. Lori Dippenaar, the chairman of First Rand, at a seminar, in fact, he was so, I don't know what is the best way to describe it, but to the effect that, well, if the president doesn't sign this bill, we'll go ahead and implement it.
Actually,
what manner of arrogance is that we can have large institutions that can act in an arbitrary manner? That is abuse of power. They would do a risk weighting without you even knowing. And should they come to a conclusion that you are a high risk, without notice to you, they will close your account. But then the bill further on requires that once your account is closed by one accountable institution, or once they've terminated services to you, all other accountable institutions cannot touch you. So you have a situation whereby once one bank closes your account, all other banks will not do business with you. You try and go to a lawyer to challenge the action by the banks. There will be no lawyer you will find in the country, because if any lawyer tries to represent you in court, they would be fined 10 million rand of dealing with somebody who already had been declared as a high risk.